What's going on, beautiful people? Jace with Heathen Army here, and welcome back to my journey to better health, wellness, strength, and conditioning. That's right, week 22 is in the books. Today is September 2nd, Monday, Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. We are just rocking along here. I have yet to do my workout today for week 23, but man, let's talk a little bit about week 22. On point with the strength training as usual, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. All mat work completed on each day, and then Monday was bench, Wednesday was squats, and Friday we did deadlifts. So I would say the mat work, if I just jump in there on Monday, was pretty good. I followed the same routine each day where I just was doing arm circles, abdominal twists, and then I would move into the mat work that you see right there, where I'm doing my leg lifts, and then I move into side leg lifts, or scissor kick, then side leg lifts on each side, and then I move into planks. And so essentially on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, before I started moving any weight, that is kind of the routine that I would do. So it just loosens me up. It takes not a whole lot of time, and just gets me warmed up and ready for the workout, I think. It's pretty good. Actually, there are, a lot of times I'll come out of that, pretty whipped from it, to be honest. Sometimes I also add other things, as I've mentioned in some of my other videos, where, we're doing skiers and sandbag carries and stuff like that. This week, I just stuck to what you see there for each of the 3 days on the strength training side. So all went pretty well there. And feeling pretty good. For cardio, I would say that I missed Tuesday. I just had other things going on, and it was just, by the time I had a chance to do anything, I was whipped. It was late, and I didn't have it in me. It's no excuse. I need to get it done, but this time I did not. And then Thursday, it was grass cutting, so I didn't get on my treadmill or on my max trainer. I just was cutting grass, and I got plenty of steps in there, and really worked up the heart rate getting the grass cut. So Thursday, that was what we did there. On the nutrition side, real quick, Monday through Friday was on point. My weight's right around 225, 227. Just fluctuated between those weights this past week. Again, on the weekend, I struggle. On the weekend, I eat like straight trash. Some weekends are better than others, but I've really got to get it dialed in. I've really got to get focused to dial the diet in on the weekend. So we're going to work on that for sure. I think I need a bit more planning. That's really the only thing. I do a good job through the week planning. The other thing that I do during the week is that I'm in a much more I'm in a stricter routine. Can't talk. And so, I'm more regimented throughout Monday through Friday with the corp job and all of that. So, whereas on the weekends I'm open, right? So there's a little bit less planning, and I need to stick to the routine even on the weekends. So that's going to be the change there, and hopefully with a bit more planning, making sure that I have the right foods here to keep me on track is hopefully going to be the ticket, because I got to get about 15 pounds is my goal. 15 pounds more. All right, so let's jump into the workouts. On Monday, it was bench press. For me, I always, start with an empty bar. So as you see there, I'm just kind of warming up the movement, warming up the joints. And I'm still wearing my wrist wraps, just trying those. I'm going to continue to be consistent. I'm going to use them today when I get my workout done. Just stuck to, I always, start with the empty bar. The move is actually feeling pretty good. When I put the 45s on, as you see there with 135, the shoulders are still not 100%. I would say, last week I was sitting around 80% there with my shoulders. It felt better than the previous week, but not there yet. And it got progressively worse when I put, as you see there, 155. Still a strong movement, but you can see I'm kind of moving around a little bit. My legs are jumpy. I'm really trying to work through some of the shoulder pain that I've got going on with that. And then literally 185 was 1 rep for that. From there, I moved over to the decline, just put 45s on, rep that out. Love the decline press, one of my favorite movements. And I kind of worked my way up in weight here a little bit. I went from there to 10s on each side with the decline, and then 25s. Actually, I went right to 25s there. I thought I did a rep with 10s, but as you see there, I was repping out 45s and 25. And then when I went to 2 plates, as you'll see here, it just fell apart. And my shoulders just kind of gave up on me. They were giving up on me at the end of that set with 25s, 45s, and 25s. And then as you see there with 245 plates, it was falling apart. And then things got even progressively worse with incline press. I went to the 45s. And I don't know, if you saw my face there, it was hurting. And I tried to go up in weight just to see. I added some 5s, and it was 1 rep, nope. And so I just dropped it down to 25s on each side. I needed to get the movement in. I needed to get some reps out. So I just went super light, tried to, work on the movement there and go that route just so that I could finish things up on the incline press. So shoulders were just still a disaster. I'm hoping today is a little bit better. We're going to follow essentially the same routine today that I did last week. Then I went some close grip bench. Just felt much better. Obviously, the movement is a little bit better. And so these are much stronger, easier on the shoulders. And, I started very light, as you see there, and then went to 45s and still felt pretty good. I'm surprised I did these, actually, after, the way that I felt. I just felt like I needed to put in some more work. And that was essentially Monday. Overall, I would say okay. I'm hoping that my shoulders are going to be better than that this week for today, actually. So, and then Wednesday, again, it was the mat work. So, same routine as I mentioned before that I followed on Monday with that, with the leg raises. Before, what I didn't record are the arm circles and the abdominal twists. But then what you see there is the leg raises, side leg raises, scissor kicks, and planks, essentially, just to get things warmed up. So all of that went pretty well. And then I moved. I'm telling you, man, I'm falling in love with squats. Squats and deadlifts are the movements that I am really starting to enjoy. It's almost like I can't wait to do squats. Wednesdays was pretty good. I started out with 45s and worked on. Actually, what's funny is this video is a little out of order. You're seeing the 45s, and then after this, you're going to see the empty bar. I did start with the empty bar first, just working on depth and the movement, and then went to 45s that you see here. Depth is really strong, obviously in the Smith machine, all of these reps felt real. Actually, all of these reps felt strong that you're going to look at, and there's just a lot of them. I just kind of kept going there and went to 45s and 10s, and I just get kind of lost in these, and I'm really, really enjoying, like I said, I'm really enjoying squats a lot. They just feel really, really good. And I feel like I'm getting a ton of benefit from these compound movements. So I know things are going to change in the future a little bit, but man, I'm definitely feeling benefits from these. When I got to 45s and 25s, this used to be heavy for me, and now it does not feel as heavy, right? So I've got really solid depth with this using the Smith machine. A little slower, but not too terrible. And then I moved from here to 45s on each side. A little slower, but man, I was not getting near the depth prior to this that, if you look at some of my previous videos, that I'm getting here. I only got a couple of reps in there. I think a lot of it was just spent. And so I wanted to keep getting some work in. So I threw 5s back on, so 45s and 5s. And then worked my way down in weight a little bit here. So yeah, feeling pretty good on the squats. I'm super exhausted after these. I'm drenched. I just feel like it's a tremendous workout. And oh man, I did more than I thought. I ended up putting 10s on here as well. And then I think I go back to just regular 45s even after this set. So yeah, just I think it's just partly because I just enjoy doing them. So I just kept putting some reps in. And then worked on calves. So, calves are something that I want to continue to pay attention to. I need to get a little bit better with this. I need to be able to use a little platform or something to get better depth. And maybe even do some squat calf raises where you're squatting down and then work on the calf from there. So I'm going to work on some different variations with this, but feeling pretty good about that. And that was essentially Wednesday. Lots of good work, feeling really good about squats. And then we went to Friday. And as I mentioned before, the Friday mat work went really, really well. So Friday was an interesting day. It was really rough Friday with work, my job. It was extremely hot and humid on Friday. As you see, I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm wearing a hoodie now. I always wear hoodies when I'm working out. And so it was rough in there, but I got my mat work in. As you see, same routine that we talked about with the arm circles, the abdominal twists, and then our leg raise combination and scissor kicks and planks. I was already drenched just after doing the mat work. It was that humid of a day. And in fact, the last few days here in the South have been this way. Being Monday, even today, it's super humid. But everything was okay, went well there. And then I moved into my deadlifts, and this is another one like the squats. I'm super excited to get into squats. And what's interesting about this is I was not feeling it initially. Work was really beating me up a little bit, and I was not motivated. This was pure discipline. Getting in and getting these sets done. I certainly was not motivated on Friday like previous weeks with deadlifts. Although once I started, it was on. I definitely enjoyed these a lot. So I started out with RDLs, which you do not see there. I did not record those. Just an empty bar with Romanian deadlift type movement, similar to actually what I'm doing, what you're going to see here with the weight. Instead of I don't set the weight down and reset and then pull, right? This is a constant movement. But I jumped right into 135. The pattern I've been following is, as you see there, is 135, then I go 185, then I go 225. And then I'll work my way up if I can, and then work my way back down. And so 135 was, felt really, really light and really good. These were feeling really good. Another way to really loosen up. And then I went to the 185 and definitely felt the weight a little bit more. I almost fell. Old man syndrome there. Just lost my balance a little bit. And obviously, thank goodness I wasn't like any heavier weight. And these pulls were great. I never felt this confident pulling 185 that I did on Friday. So I was very excited about that. I'm traditional grip, here. And no straps, not yet. This is just my grip. And then 225, which is essentially my weight at this point. And man, these pulls were great for me. I mean, I think I got 4 or 5 reps out of this, and that's the most that I pulled 225. So feeling really good. I was feeling so good. I'm going to try 245 after this, and it was a no bueno. As you see here, just couldn't do it. Out of gas. And so I was like, you know what? I took a break. Took like a 5-minute break. And I was like, I still need to put some work in. So I went to 155 and then worked my way down from there, just so that I could get a touch more volume in on the deadlifts. I just wasn't done. I was getting that dopamine hit, boys and gals. I wanted to keep going. So I added these additional reps in as I worked my way down. I was like, I got to take the weight off anyway. I might as well just do sets as I work my way down the weight until I got back down to 135. So it was good. But you can see that miss on 245. I mean, I took literally a 5-minute break and then ripped off this amount of volume afterwards. So I still had, gas in the tank. I probably should have tried to re-pull 245, but nonetheless, I did what I did and felt pretty good about the deadlift. So yeah, man. And that was essentially it. Strong week. Still working on nutrition. Still working on being more consistent with cardio. And week 22 is in the books. Listen, check out our website, heathenarmyfitness.com. Lots of good stuff there. Man, we got more content coming. Stay tuned. This week, actually, we're going to be pushing some new reviews, product reviews. Cam and I got some work in this past weekend. We also have a new format coming, so stay tuned for that on the channel as well. And please subscribe, support us. Go to heathenarmyfitness.com. Everything is free out there. Just there's all kinds of resources for you. So listen, I'm Jace with Heathen Army. Have a great day. See you.